Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to another morning of coffee and Minecraft. Time to get started. Here, we're actually have a special guest join the stream today, which actually that makes me think that is going to be complicated. Hold on, I should have thought of this before I started the stream, but I didn't. I don't have headphones hooked up here. I mean, I do have them, I just don't know where they actually are. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Because I don't want you to hear his voice. And I don't generally play with headphones. I don't like playing with headphones. So, let me think about how I'm going to do this. Okay, well, anyway, I started building the haunted house. Give me a second while people sort of wander in, and I'm going to go try to figure out this headphone situation. Hopefully I don't get my character killed. Okay, I'm back. Trying to figure this out here. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do this. All right. I think I have a plan that'll work, but I have to just sync these guys up. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Things aren't not having some technical issues. Darn it, man. I don't know. I just didn't even think about this before I hit. Go live. We just set this up before. Let's check this out. Well, I don't have a good solution to this right now. I should, and for some reason I just can't come up with it. Oh wait, maybe I do. Hold on. Maybe I do. Alright, here, I might have a solution. Hold on a second. Let me check these. Hey, what's up, Matt? Hold on, I'm working out headphone situation. Hold on a second, guys. Here, I'm trying. I think I have an idea here that's going to work, but man, I can't reach anything. I'm glad I'm not on camera at this exact moment. Okay, hold on. Now I just need to
figure out how to do Bluetooth.
Huh. Should just pair on there. Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. Okay, wait, I think I have figured it out. I have this old Bluetooth situation from when I used to record a lot more than I do now. And I don't really remember how to pair it, so I'm trying to get it paired at the same time. So we can have a conversation while I'm on stream and you guys don't hear the echo. Okay, I think I figured out what to do here. Maybe. Oh, I know. You know what? I know. It's pairing with my stupid laptop. That's actually the problem. Hold on. Now I got to turn my... Everything's going wrong. Now I got to turn my laptop. Maybe it's not. My laptop seems to be out of batteries for some reason. Well, Matt, I don't know how to hook up headphones at this moment. So, tell you what we'll do. I'll try this. I'll move the mic. So we'll see if this works. Okay? If this Trail, you'll have to tell me if you can hear like a you know, an echo here. All right, I'm gonna hop in and let's see if it doesn't work, then you know we'll go with it. Matt, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, yo, I could hear you on stream, but I can't hear you in Discord.
Well, now that's bizarre. Hold on, let me see. Boy, oh boy. Can you tell this is the first time I've done... Oh, wait. Can you tell this is the first time I've done this? I pushed offline. I just realized.
There we go. I can hear you. Hello.
All right, Trey, are you getting you getting both voices, or how is it for you?
I can hear myself, which is great.
Okay, hold on. Okay, what about now?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
You can hear me fine? Okay, all right, so we got put up one fire here. All right, so anyway, well, we'll go with it, and if there's an echo, then I will just know for the future that this doesn't work this way. Okay, so anyway, I used to record so much with you know, headphones, of course, to get the right sound, and ever since I barely record anymore, and now when I do record, I can just talk, you know, and it's fine. So I don't use headphones because I'll just put in all the music later on. So I don't actually have that technology anymore. But I guess that's the pain of not really doing this much anymore. How you doing? How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just vibing, playing some Minecraft myself. Got your stream on the other monitor, and yeah, building some custom trees.
Are you what kind of Minecraft are you playing? We haven't caught up. So if you guys, if you're watching the replay and you sat through my long technical issues there, sorry about that. If you're watching the replay and you're, who was this? Metrica and I used to play. He ran a server called Imperial SMP. It was right when the 100 Days craze was like booming hard, and got a bunch of us 100-dayer people and a few others too, a few like survival players to join up and start an SMP. It was really fun, super duper fun. We had a fun storyline that never came totally to fruition, as those things often don't. With the, what do we call it, the family, like like a mafia sort of situation. It was really fun to put together. Anyway,
so I don't have the world anymore.
You don't what?
I don't have the world anymore, unfortunately. I tried finding it ages ago, and I was like, oh, where's it gone?
You know, there's so many old worlds that I wish I had. Like, I wish I had that. I wish I had that one. I wish I had. I mean, whatever. All my modded worlds. Those worlds tend to just go away, either like get corrupted or get so laggy, or like get deleted or whatever. And I regret not having those. It sucks. I love old worlds. I am a sucker for old worlds. You know, like the only YouTube I really watch these days are like really old world YouTubers, like Dallas Med or like well, I was gonna say B-Dubs. I guess he started a new world a while back, but just a long-term survival world. That's my jam. Germsy Boy has a long-term survival world. You know, Python, I think may have just restarted, but he had a long one for a while. But that's pretty much it. Like, I don't watch like one-off videos anymore ever. I feel like for me, the buy-in to watch them, and you know that world's just going to go away afterwards, it's just not worth it for me.
I fully agree with you. I feel like the people that do the hardcore stuff, like, don't get me wrong, I think people in hardcore, their world's like a really good, like, let's use Whip as an example. He's a really good example of hardcore. You know, everything he's built in his hardcore world is absolutely insane, but obviously, you know, the inevitable will one day happen where he's going to have to start again, and it's like, well, I love the series and I love the content, but I really wish there was like more channels that did this like forever world type stuff. I've just recently come across a duo. I don't know if you've heard of them, Beans and Apples. They're quite a small channel, but they've got a world together.
That's so bizarre. I randomly found their channel like a week ago. That's so random that you just brought them up. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool. It's a breath of fresh air seeing people play together on a forever world. Like, you don't see that very often, and it's
true.
It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is nice. I just, you know, I agree with you. And like, I was even talking about like, you know, one-off in general, like videos. But I mean, yeah, you're right with the hardcore thing. I think there are rare exceptions of people who have been going for so long and they're so good at hardcore that I think it's a little bit different. Like I've just been talking in stream recently about Linkzy, who just hit 50,000 days. Crazy, right?
Yeah, his world's insane.
I mean, Tanisha has like 21,000 days. So like, you know, but you're right. Inevitably, they're going to like look the wrong way and a creeper's going to fall on their head and the world is done, you know, and that sucks. And I guess that's the appeal of hardcore. But as a viewer, I'm like, yeah, but why am I going to buy in? And then it's just going to go. I mean, I guess that's the same as like a TV show or movie too, but I want to see it go forever. You know, that's what I want.
That's kind of the point. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I was so into this. When the Forever World trend popped up, I was like, yes, my dream trend, you know. And then it turned out that people are like, my Forever Hardcore World. It's like, well, that doesn't make sense. That's not a thing.
Yeah, I came across a guy yesterday that has a really cool world, very very B-Dubs inspired.
Yeah.
But he calls his world a Forever World, but he's playing in hardcore. And I'm like, that's not a Forever World. Buddy.
Yeah, because when you die, you'll start a new one. That's how it works.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a couple of those, and I get it. You know, I was at one point trying to really build a YouTube channel, so I get it, trying to get the new views and the clicks and stuff. I do. I understand it, but I hate it still. You know.
Yeah. The thing I really admire about, I'll say this about you as well, Fix, to be fair, because obviously you're on Bedrock. I know you used to play Java for a little bit, but one thing I really admire about people like you and Fixxitt is the fact that I can tune in and watch some content that isn't being 3D painted with Lightmatica. Like, don't get me wrong, Lightmatica's cool. It's a really cool building mod and everything, and I use it too, but when I'm wanting to watch people build and wanting to learn on how to improve my building, it's hard to learn off people that are using those tools, and it's not really relatable for most people. That's my argument, at least.
I cannot agree more. I mean, that's specifically very specific, and I don't watch streams. I mean, well, with my life in graduate school, and I mean, you're in graduate school too, like, so you get it. But like with my life right now, I can't watch a 6-hour live stream. Is nothing. Like, I can't watch that. That's not even in the realm of possibility, you know. So that's why I always watch like Linksy's in particular, his videos, like when he puts out a video. because I know he builds it all by hand, and that is very appealing to me. Like, I like that trial and error, honestly, kind of like what I'm doing right now. And like, you know, I don't know if that's this, because that's the way I like to do it. Then it's cool, but also I don't like to build things twice. You know, I like to build things one time, and so I tried one creative Lightmatica build in this world, and what happened is I spent a lot of time. I built it in creative, and then I was done. You know, I was like, I don't want to do this again. Like, that's not fun.
Yeah, it's the same feeling I get as well.
So yeah, and the other, what's the Axiom, right? That's the other big like creative mod.
Yes.
That and my good friend, you know, my best internet friend, Germsy Boy, uses it all the time, and it's cool and it does amazing things. But I just could not be less interested in it.
Yeah, I fully agree. Like, the only reason I use Axiom and Lightmatica is for custom trees, only because I suck at freehanding custom trees. Like, I'll go and get blueprints of custom trees that aren't designed by me, and I'll tweak them a little bit in creative, and then I'll make blueprints out of those, and then yeah, I kind of use them to kind of help decorate my world. But that's the only time I'll ever use a building tool, is when I'm trying to do insane terrain work or for custom trees.
Yeah, I get for redstone. I am incapable of learning it. I've decided, like, I can't do it. So for redstone, I do either like, obviously in Bedrock I can't use Lightmatica, but like I'll sit there and just watch a tutorial step by step, which is essentially the same thing. For redstone, I don't care about it enough to learn it, you know. So for me, I think that there are exceptions, but for the building process, I look at now a lot of times when people use Lightmatica and stuff, I think that they they're doing it in creative themselves. Not always, unfortunately, on the YouTube spectrum, where people aren't exactly who they appear to be often. But you know, they generally do build it themselves the first time, and then they go in survival. So I give them credit for building it the first time. But I like the trial and error. I like the building it now, like what I'm doing. And this takes 4 times as long. I fully admit, this takes 4 times as long as if I build it in creative first and then just, you know, came in Lightmatica, like, by level up. But I love it. I love the process of outlining a house, looking at the shape, and stepping back. And I guess that's what you do in creative too, but it doesn't feel as good to me.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, look at this fog. Is this fog not crazy? I love this.
That is wild. That fog's wild. Is that a resource pack you got on, or is that with a new what's it called, the Minecraft feature, the new shaders? It is
Vibrant Visuals natively, but then I added an add-on called Realism Craft VFX, which only it's like Realism Craft is a huge mod. It's like a mod pack for Bedrock. But they separated just the visual stuff, like see the birds go by and the butterflies.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It just that movement adds so freaking much to the world. Like, if you're down, like, say you're in a jungle, you can feel the humidity dripping off your shoulders. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
I would acknowledge that Trail was saying, gotta disagree. It's like buying a book and thinking as you read, why'd I buy this? It's gonna end in however many read. That's completely valid. I look at Minecraft through a different lens because I look at it as a perpetual world, because that's how I see it. I realize that that's not everybody, but since I see it that way, that's what I put on everything I want to consume, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, the point is valid. You're right. Like, it would be like watching movies. Like, well, there's only one movie in the series. I'm not going to watch it. That's valid. That's fair. So, anyway, so what kind of Minecraft are you playing now? Are you doing like you just doing like single player survival, or are you doing modded, or what's your jam right now?
I do single player survival, but I'm very much like you in the aspect of I have the time currently, but I've just moved house, but I'm struggling with trying to get really deep into a project where I'm feeling like, I really want to spend like hours and hours on a project, but then I'm kind of like, well, I know full well, because I'm trying to freehand, it's going to take me longer than normal. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of experimenting with different mods and stuff at the moment. Now, I have a mod installed that one of my biggest pet peeves about Minecraft, and I'm sure I told you this in the stream the other day, is the inventory problem.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sick to death of trying to build something and having to go through chest monsters and shulker boxes and whatever it is. So I installed a mod that kind of combats it in a way where it treats a shulker box as a stack of items. And essentially I can grab, let's say I'm building a massive terrain project, I can grab like 3 shulkers of stone, 3 shulkers of moss, whatever, and I don't have to place them down. I can grab them out of the shulker boxes within my inventory, so they're acting as if it's like one slot. And if I'm placing them down, my hotbar refills from the shulker box. So it's basically like having one slot of 1728, I think the contents of a shulker box is. But you're still a stack of 64.
That's really good. That should be an enchantment.
It should. Like, did you see the siphon and refill enchantments that was popular about a few years ago, and then they've kind of just stopped updating the mods?
I don't think so.
They need to be in vanilla. So essentially, the 2 enchantments that were showcased in this mod were an enchantment called refill and an enchantment called siphon. Now, I forget which way round it is, but one of them refilled your hotbar, I'm pretty sure, each time you run out of that specific material from your shulker box. So each time you place a block, it places it from the shulker box, not from your actual item in the hand.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the other one was if you've got a shulker box full of, let's say, sand, right? And it's just one slot, one item per slot. Your shulker box with a specific enchantment will put all the collected resources within that shulker box, not clogging up your inventory. Which is super handy. That
is really cool. That would be great. That doesn't even feel too modded with sort of the direction Minecraft's going. Which, by the way, I love. Like, I love this drop system. I love what they've added. I think they've been on fire recently. I mean, I'm not a mob guy myself. Like whatever, it's fine. But I know people are, and so I can appreciate it. Honestly, this one coming out, like the spears and the Nautilus, it's probably not my jam. But it's cool because I know people do love that stuff, and that's awesome. I think they've been great. What are your thoughts of Minecraft at the moment?
To be honest, I feel like Mojang are neglecting things that need updating. I think for me, the 2 biggest updates that are absolutely needed at this point in time is everyone's favorite end update, and my personal favorite, which I don't think is liked by a lot of the community, is some kind of inventory update where it's a complete overhaul of the inventory. So, like, if it was me, I know a lot of people disagree with it because it's iconic, but if it was me, I would like to see them increase the stack sizes, or at least give us an option to in our own worlds. It's not a fan favorite idea. I'd like to see them do something else to try and unclog the tools from your hotbar, and add specific slots for all the tools, and just little things that I really think the inventory needs. But obviously, an end update is definitely overdue as well.
As a builder, I never really thought about having like sort of a separate tool hotbar, like almost a slot for like 3 tools. I'm just looking at my hotbar right now. I never even really thought about that, but having those spots on the inventory bar for building blocks would be really nice. By the way, Trail, I did hear what Jeb said about the creeper, and I don't necessarily think he's wrong. I mean, obviously he's not. Oh, I wasn't even going to put these here. I don't think he's wrong. I don't think I disagree. I mean, I like the creeper because of sort of its history. But I would hate if they added that now. Something that like actively blew you up. That would make me crazy now,
I am still actively trying to find a data pack because I currently use the anti-creeper grief data pack from Vanilla Tweaks installed. Well, the issue is that I don't take damage from creepers, and I kind of feel like I should take damage from creepers. It shouldn't be it should just not do damage to my builds.
I totally agree. I've looked for that data pack for years on Java and never found. There's actually a Bedrock add-on that does that exact thing. I can get blown up, but it doesn't hurt my builds. Yeah.
Oh. That's what we need on Java.
Yeah.
I love how you guys can insta-mine logs, though. That's terrible. We don't have that on Java. So I, in protest, have installed tree capacitor, similar to what you've got on yours. But if I could insta-mine logs, I wouldn't use tree capacitor for the simple fact of seeing my stats and survival go up. I quite like seeing the numbers over time increase.
we have the advantage of not having stats over here in the Bedrock world, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Or is it more of a...
Well, for me, tree capacitor, it's a time saver for sure. That's the number one thing, right? It's a time saver. But, oh, by the way, you may have just planted something here. Trail can do data packs in my chat. He did
really?
he did an add-on for me for recoloring concrete and terracotta, because I always thought that was something that should be done. Ever since they added the ability to recolor wool, I thought, what the heck? Why can't you recolor terracotta and concrete? So he made me an add-on and a data pack that can do that.
Oh.
So you may have a creeper blow you up and not your terrain data pack in your hand in a short amount of time. My dude works fast.
Oh, wow, okay.
But yeah, anyway, so what was it? Yeah, so for me, okay, so the tree capacitor thing, I was really hesitant to put it in because I can see a lot of people would say it's cheating, and I get that totally. I do. Yes. I totally get it. However, there is a realistic aspect to it that I can enjoy. Like, if you cut down a tree in real life, the whole tree falls down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Minecraft has lots of other not realistic things, but I can justify it in my own head of like, well, this is how real life works, you know? Like, generally when you build from the bottom up. And yes, I know you can have hovering logs, but that's not usually how you build, you know? Yeah. And so that's more realistic. And when you cut down a tree, the fact that you cut from the bottom up has always bothered me a little bit, you know? So I sort of justify it as like, hey man, you know, it's a realistic thing that I can live with.
Mm.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
I'm just gonna go into Curse Forge real quick and see if I can find Trey on there. Because obviously he said he's got one going out on the rediable.
You know what else we have in Bedrock that's really... We have two other things that are really nice. That we have, you can place logs just by holding down the place button, and it doesn't place them out of line.
What do you mean?
Okay, so if I'm just doing this, I'm just holding down my right click. Look. But look, it's not placing. Then it starts placing again. It holds the line.
Huh?
And then the other thing is we have instant mine if it's just barely out of your reach. I don't have a beacon here. That's just instant.
Oh.
So we have these two things. I use this block placing mechanism all the time, just by holding down click like this. Like, look, it won't place it on top. It won't place it out down here. You can't misplace blocks if I'm just holding down click. It only places it on the line that I started. That's not a mod. That's just native. Cool. Isn't it? I cannot express to you. That might not seem like a big deal. That is a huge deal. That is so nice. I use that all the time. And then the instant mine thing. The fact that you can instant mine without a beacon is awesome. Like, I can instant mine deep slate without a beacon.
You're kidding.
As long as it's just barely out of your reach. Now, you can't do two, like in Java, if you're running straight, you know, or in anything with a beacon, you can do 2 blocks, right? But, so you can't do 2 blocks, you only do 1 block at a time, but you can run and insta-mine it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing, like, people say, oh, Bedrock's, you know, less than Java and blah, 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 but yeah, I agree. I do feel like Java is still the better platform, but there's things that Bedrock has that I really wish Java had, like you just said there, those 2 things, plus the H2 efficiency 5 on logs would be super, super nice.
Yeah.
That on Java.
Yeah.
I just feel like Bedrock does feel smoother. Like, it definitely does feel smoother, I agree.
That's my biggest thing probably is just the smoothness of Bedrock. I just really like it feels better. I mean, there are little things that I could complain about, like the like when I close this shulker box to open it again, I have to wait. I can't clicking nothing. See, you have to wait. Where in Java it's instant because like the UI is slow coming up. That's a tiny bit annoying, but you know, you just learn. I just learned to like wait. You know, you just learn to just like pause for a breath. And so I've just learned now after converting about almost 3,000 days ago in Minecraft. After converting my Java world, I've just learned to deal with this, you know? I think that the reputation of Bedrock as being worse is old and not valid anymore. I'm not going to say it's bug-free, but neither is Java, you know?
That's true, but I feel like there's more bugs on Bedrock. I feel like Dallas named it Bug Rock for a reason, you know? I don't know if he still does, actually. But...
Well, I don't know that that's necessarily true anymore. I think it definitely used to be true, for sure. But, like, you know, they fixed so much stuff. It's so smooth now. Render distance is crazy. If I turn off vibrant visuals, I can play comfortably with 96 chunk render without a mod.
Oh my god.
I mean, comfortably, like smoothly. In fact, here, I'll just do it. I'll just do it because I like to, since I've built my world. Now, I built my world with shaders in mind. So, because I've always been a shaders guy. I just like shaders. So, I built this with like 25 chunk render, which means I've always thought about what can you see about 25 chunks away and make sure that that is sort of how you build. But if you turn off vibrant visuals, oh yeah, you know, effort, you have to leave world to turn off. Yo, when will you give a world download? I give a world download to any supporters at any level every 1,000 days. So in about 200, less than 200 days. What am I doing here? I'll turn off vibrant visuals here. Somehow. I'll maybe do it from the main. Right. I'll show you the, let's go fancy. Distance 96 chunk render. Now, as it loads in, until everything loads, it is a little bit slow, right? But after it loads in, like, you can play. It's smooth. I have a resource pack for the custom clouds, as almost everybody uses. I don't give out free downloads, Rish, because it's not that I'm trying to keep the free downloads out of people's hands. It's that I want to give the people who support me and my channel and my boys and all that kind of stuff, I want to give them a perk. And for me, the best perk I can give them, better than any perk of like being in video or anything like that, is a download of this world that we've been building over a long time, you know? So that's why. Here, now, you know what? I feel like I need to look at pictures and decide what I'm going to do here. I kind of feel like a world tour. You want a world tour before I have to go to school?
Absolutely.
All right. Let's do a world tour without shaders. I never do this. So you can see everything. So, recently...
some of your world before, obviously, I had the Java. I think I got your download off Java. I just don't know if I still have it ages ago. Oh, well, yeah,
I'm sure. Well, so this part that you're seeing right now is the Java part. The Bedrock part is east about... like 2,000 blocks maybe that I imported. So I imported the Bedrock world into the Java seed because I like the Java seed. The Bedrock seed was before Caves and Cliffs. So I just grabbed all the stuff I did on Bedrock and imported it into the Java because I did some big custom mountains and stuff. So this Kingdom area is called Failwind. What I did is I wanted my supporters to have a stake in the world. So I gave them a copy. I put a copy of my world up on a server. It was like day 2,000 or 3,000. And I said, you guys build a kingdom all together, and then I'll import it into my world, and then I will like sort of, I don't want to say like overhaul it in my own style. So I've been slowly overhauling this like house by house in my style, so it matches everything else we've done. So this is just like my supporters laid this out, and now I'm as a fun project, I'm like overhauling it. So then I built this this highway here because I hate the Nether so desperately. I hate the Nether, and so I built this highway as a it's called the Shathari Spine, just so I can get in between all my kingdoms without ever going to a Nether hub. It's a little bit slower, but the ice is still pretty fast. I did an ancient city transformation right here. Not 100% sure if I have water at the bottom of this. Okay, I do. Good. All right. Yeah, so this is an ancient... This is called Perseverance. It's an ancient city transformation. Just waiting for them to make that dimension. That'll be nice. Anyway, yeah, not a ton here, but I do have a couple farms, and I'm going to be building a moss farm here. Like I try to put farms in each different kingdom so that I have a reason to go to them after I'm done building. It's not going to happen, Trails says. We're getting a Warden Dimension at some point. I may be old and too crusty to move my fingers on the mouse by then, but we're getting one. Do I have a backup of my old world that you can? I just want inspiration. I just don't do it. But I do give them out for supporters. You know, it's just a perk that I can give them as my way of saying thank you so much for, you know, for the help, for the donation, because, you know, right now my YouTube channel is a shell of what it was, but for a while during COVID, especially as a musician during COVID, by the way, guys, not a great time for musicians. So my YouTube channel kept my family eating. You know, it was really helpful. So I'm just forever indebted. So this is my first town of the Java world. You've probably seen this, Matt. This was at, oh, by the way, you can cancel Elytra on Bedrock. How freaking nice is that?
Oh yeah, I know.
So this is where this world, the Java world, started here. I saw this place in between mountains and always thought it was so cool. So I built this. I just want a medieval town. This is before I came up with the idea of a sort of evolving timeline in the world. So I thought at that point it was going to be your typical survival, medieval, B-dubs, Wells Night, you know, everyone else world. And I started this, and then I sort of started thinking, like, you know what if I connected all my hardcore things into one big storyline? And that's how that sort of evolved. So up there, that's the castle of Luminar. I've been working on that recently. This is my mob farm. This whole castle is built to support a mob farm, basically. I wanted a mega build, so this is like, it's called the arcane reception coil. Is how they can communicate across different worlds and different timelines with different people. This is real, but look how far you can freaking see just from this. Like,
Wow.
that's Steelport. That's my industrial city. You saw that before. Tovlin, you can almost see it. It's still loading in, but which is where we just were last stream. Just over there, but this is all gonna be an industrial city. Frostmire Castle is like a university. I still want to expand that a good bit. That's still way too small. If you go, let's go see the amusement park. So if you follow the Shathari spine to the west, you get to one of my favorite builds in the whole world. Is this amusement park? I love amusement parks. Like, ever since I was a kid, it's been my jam. So I started building an amusement park here with a erupting volcano. It's a fake volcano. It's part of the show for the amusement park bit. And I just think this feels good. There's a zoo connected, like an animal kingdom, where I want to have every mob eventually. A bunch of functional rides. Actually, my first parking lots, that adds so much to the world, because I for a long time I fought having cars in this world, like fake cars, and I just decided finally that I'm going to have them as time is evolving, because they're basically like 1900-ish technology at this point now. So they're going to have cars and planes and stuff soon, you know. Bronze members, every YouTube member gets a world download when I release it. I put up for 1 month. When I hit the 1,000-day mark, and if you're a YouTube member during that time, you get it. So so this is that. There's gonna be a big roller coaster and stuff over by the exploding. Look at the god rays. Look at this. This is not vibrant visuals now. Now they're off, by the way. This is just that realism craft. It almost looks like it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you saw Tovlin already? So my idea is I mapped out the world a while ago. And I decided that I was going to, forever and ever and ever, I'm going to keep everything I build within the area of that map. That way, there won't be, whenever over time, there won't be any just Minecraft terrain. Everything will be manicured. Every piece of land, every tree will be a custom tree. You know what I mean? Like, everything will be... I don't know, like, everything will be custom, you know? I love the idea of that. I'll come down here and show you. Can you build you can't build a boat out of this, right? I don't think you can.
Can I build a boat?
You can't build a boat out of warped, right? I want a boat because this flying is taking forever. I don't think you can. I don't think there's a warp boat. No, there's not.
Might be.
Okay. This is the other thing I love about like a long-term world. It's just like any random place. There's like a bunch of shulkers just filled with stuff. You know, I love that. All right, let's do this. I'll show you. There's a couple more kingdoms that I bet you haven't seen. I bet you haven't seen the pirate kingdom in particular. Man, I haven't looked at this world without shaders in a really long time. So this airship was my Java Guardian farm. Because you know that system where the Guardian, like they come up, they go through the nether, and then they drop somewhere up in the sky. Inside of the airship, see that glass? That's where the Guardians would fall down. That does not work in Bedrock, that system. So I had to build a different Guardian farm. So that's all done. Up here, I have this castle, the Castle of Luminar. I'm starting to build the mirror now. In the storyline, all the people of this world have been taken to avoid. There's a whole magical thing. Yeah, I'll show the end. I'll show the end before I go. And so I'm building a big magical mirror. So I just did sort of like level 1. Each side is a different fog effect glass sort of situation here. And I have a lot more here to make this look good. But we're getting there. We're getting there closely soon. This over here is Gabor. This is this is the ancient city that I really want to get more into. This is like a, what do you call it, like a Mayan inspired kingdom. This used to be a raid farm, which of course now that I'm survival and not hardcore, I don't need anymore, but eventually we'll get there. There's a big bunker down there. That's my big AFK bunker that's going to sort of help people survive the end of the world. But I really want to blow up this city and make this a nice big ancient city. I just think that'd be really cool. Thanks, Rish. You came in just in time for the impromptu world tour. I'll show you the end at the end. Then I got to go to school. We're staying a little bit late today because of our special friend, our special guest on. So I'll show you the last kingdom that you haven't seen, not counting like the whole like Tovlin. So I built everything that you've seen this world tour. I built in 7,000 days. And I built all of Tovlin, my Bedrock world, also in 7,000 days. So, like, it's just one kingdom that I spent a whole 7,000 on. So it's has lots of big mountains and stuff like that. It's pretty large, but you saw the mountain and stuff later. So this is a pirate kingdom. This is one of my favorite kingdoms in the world too. I just love this pirate kingdom. Everything from like the chains, the broken chain. I just think that this is one of my more creative eras. I think obviously a whole custom landscape here where pirates can live and stuff like that. There's I got incredibly lucky on this island that I chose to put it on. We got some. What? Okay, that's not the first time that's happened. I don't know what bug that is, but I've been teleported here a couple times and I don't know why. That's really bizarre.
Is that your world spawn?
This was my I'm back at Steelport. I have a few command. I used to use a teleporting system in this world, and I thought I had removed it all, but I think there might be an active one somewhere, and I don't know how I'm going to get rid of it. So that's going to have to be a later on conversation. I don't use teleports anymore since I built the highway. But so basically, this is how I used to get around kingdoms, just to save time. Like this was my mining mason. I would just click this and go to the exact same magical teleporting thing, right? Yeah, so it's like, yeah, this is like my nether hub, since I hate nether hubs so desperately. But I think I took all, I stopped all the command blocks, but I think there might be one that's still active somewhere that just sent me back here, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know where it is, actually. Let's go to, well, I guess we will go to Tovlin, because I'm going to show you I'll show you the end. Have you ever seen the end, Matt?
Yeah, I think I have. Haven't you got some crazy, like, station in there or something?
Yeah, I did a space station in the end.
Yeah.
That was really, really fun. I still want to get back to that, but right now the storyline is, because all the people in the storyline are in the void, so they have to build, Agent Skeen's the last person available, this guy right here, has to build the Tower of Luminar and the Mirror of Luminar in order to bring everyone back magically, blah, blah, blah. So I've been really singularly focused on getting all that done. I didn't transfer my nether. I just have an ice boat that I used to use, and I just hate it. So that's when I went to the teleporting system, and I kind of hated that too. That felt too cheaty to me, so I didn't like that. So that's when I built the ice boat that actually goes in the water. And I love this. I love just riding on the boat and seeing the world go by. You know, that just makes me happy. I just like that. You've seen that castle. That's the iron farm. And actually, this is a really old build. This is where I put statues of all my supporters get a statue in this world. And it's just right up here. Actually, I bet I'll render in from here because without shaders, it probably will render in right about now. There it is. So this is a upcoming. We're gonna do a lot more building there. That one's not done yet, but that's a giant build. That used to be that was a different Guardian farm. That also doesn't work because when I brought this is my Bedrock world. When I brought this Bedrock world into it, the Guardian farm stopped being a Guardian farm because it went with the Java seed, you know. So now it's just like kind of a dead big build. Let's see where the Nether is. It does look cool. I mean, especially with the custom skies and the realism craft. I gotta say, it looks really cool without shaders. All right, so this I'm gonna take this boat because I'm getting a bit of a backup in boats. All right, so to get to the Nether, you have to go down to the secret lab, which is right over here. I guess it's not that secret. It's all sort of spoiling out here, but yeah, this is the secret lab, and this was all a big storyline driven thing, where you can come down through. This is right, Matt. You remember this is right when they announced custom, or when they announced the Cave and Cliffs update. I decided to try to make my own lush cave. Now, at that point, I was using a resource pack that did not make this quite so lime. It was a little bit different, but obviously times have changed a bit. Because that is shockingly bright.
Use that with moss carpet now anyway. That would be cool.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. You're right. I don't know how to get up there.
You could treat it as a bit of an infection to the old lush cave that's now been taken over by the new ones or something.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's totally true. Yeah, that's what I should do. I should actually. There's so many things, so many old things I want to redo. But here, I'll show you the end. I haven't seen the end without shaders in a long time either. This is, yeah, my world, yeah, it is I transferred it all. It's over. It's Bedrock now. Oh, you know what? This is that Realism Craft VFX. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Anyway, this is my space station. I did the thing that every YouTuber does, where I removed the end island by hand. Took forever. I didn't build a flying machine. I just freaking dug it. And so this is called the Titan Station, and has a bunch of farms and stuff like that, but I want to update this too. I want to make this a lot more sci-fi. I think the exterior is cool. The interior is not great. Yeah, anyway. That's pretty much the world tour. I mean, I could show you around the Titan Station, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, Matt, it's been great catching up, man. We should do this again.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to come on again.
But I have to start school. I have a pretty regimented time where I have to start at 9 a.m. because if I don't, I will play Minecraft for like 10 hours. So I need to sort of rein myself in. All right. Well, I appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much. And anyone watching on the replay, Metricate, great Minecrafter. Yeah, we'll chat again. I really enjoy doing this chatting. Hey, let me know. I'll check on the replay, but let me know if you can hear Metricate's voice sort of bouncing back, because maybe I don't need to figure out how to get headphones working here. Maybe I can just do it like this. All right.
I think when I was listening to it, it sounds pretty. I think I just sound quiet. I don't think it's bouncing.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. All right, well, sounds good. I'll check out the replay and adjust levels, and then we'll chat again. All right, thanks so much. Thanks for joining me, and everyone else, thanks for checking out. I'll see you all in the next episode. Tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll be here. Okay? See ya. See you, Matt. Thanks.
See ya.